What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Brian Maxwell checking in live here from Fort Walton Beach. Right now I'm at VW Subaru of Fort Walton Beach. Give a quick minute, let a couple of people jump on in here. In the meantime, for those of you that are watching this a little bit later, as we have people that are filling on to the live, is that one of the things that's been coming up a lot is salespeople asking, Brian, what do I do when I have a customer that calls in on the phone and the customer is asking me for a price? You know how it is. Person calls in, they're trying to do everything they can to avoid coming in to deal with the salesperson on the phone. Hey, what's going on? Let me see what's going on, see what we got here. Show me who you are if you in. Let me turn this thing around so I can see these. There you go. What's up? What's up? What's up, William? How you doing, brother? Let me know what city you checking in from too. We got my man William Collette. William, I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. Who else we got on here? We got people coming in. What's up, Sean? How you doing, my brother? Who else we got coming in? Let's see. Tell me who you are. You here? What's up, D. Lee Fresh, Austin, Texas? How you doing, my brother? I love down there in Texas, man. Do some business down there. Uncle B coming to remind my man Prodigy Strength. What's up, baby? Hey, man, talk to your stores, man. Talk to your managers and whatnot. Richmond, I see you, Sean. Janesville, Wisconsin. Okay, what's that near, William? Janesville. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. So what we talking about, man, is I had a lot of people asking me what do they do when that customer calls in on the phone and they just want that price. Hey, listen, I'm trying to get all my eggs in one basket, and I don't want to come in, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to do all my recognizance and get the numbers. Now, y'all know that as salespeople, one of the things that most dealership management teach their staff is to never give a price over the phone. As a matter of fact, even when a person comes in and they're live in the dealership and they're asking for pricing right up front, most managers are teaching salespeople to not give a price. So what are some of the silly things that salespeople say? Customer is live on the lot and they say, hey, I just want to get the price. Well, price is something we don't need to worry about right now and blah, blah, blah. And price is the last thing to be concerned about. What's more important is that you're happy about this and happy about that. What's up, Newfell? Live Money Gaming Network. Mitchell Stein, what's up, man? From Sweeney Chevrolet. Boston, Massachusetts, Mercedes-Benz. I see y'all. So person's there, they're asking for price, and the salesperson is trying to do everything they can to divert it. Now, we got to remember something. People are intelligent, and whether they are intelligent or not, many believe that they are. So when they're asking for a price, they know that they've asked it. And when we try to dodge it and avoid it, you know what it does? It brings more attention to it. One thing they teach you in marketing, if you want to bring attention to any particular thing, do a strike through it or act like you're trying to cover it up. And for some reason, it'll attract people to it. Curiosity killed the cat. And one thing about human beings is like we resist anything that would persist, and we all want what we can't have. So the customer comes in asking for price, and when we're doing what we can to avoid it, guess what? It makes them want it even more. Now the attention is heightened on it or on the phone. We expect to get this person to come into the dealership and do what we want them to do. But when they're asking us on the phone for a price or to do something for them, guess what? We ignore it and we don't do what they want us to do, but we expect them to listen to us. It doesn't work that way. So one of the things that I suggest when a customer calls in and you take that phone call and they're asking you for a price on a vehicle, or they come into the lot and they ask you for a price, the best way to handle this is this. Every day when you come into your store, if you aren't, hopefully, you do walk your lot. But when you come in, the very first thing you want to do, walk your lot, see where your vehicles are and whatnot, and really key in every day on your 2 or 3 top selling vehicles at your store. Not the overall brand's top selling vehicles, but at your store. And if you don't really know what that is, go talk to the management. Go talk to them and they'll tell you. But if you do, and don't guess at this, find out what your top 3 are. Now, when you walk your lot, you want to find out where those particular vehicles are, and you want to find the highest end, that limited edition version of that vehicle, okay? And you want to, hopefully you got your notepad or your booklet with you, and you want to write that down. So if your top 3 selling makes and models of that at your store, walk your lot, find out what the highest end of that particular make and model is, where it is, and write the price down on your pad. Now, when you go back inside, I apologize. I apologize. We had a little technical difficulty. So, but when you go inside your dealership, or like I say, from your phone, okay, you want to go onto your website. Then you want to look and see, okay, what are your base model prices on that particular vehicle? Or even if you have some pre-owned, some 17s or some 16s or some 15s, maybe not 17s, but 6. All right, golly, I apologize, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I had to log into their Wi-Fi. I was doing it from my phone, and you know how you get in one of these offices at the store, they do everything they can. So let me pick this back up. So what I said is you want to find the most high end of those particular makes and models, okay? And you know what? I might just start this thing over. Hold on. Let me see something. Oh, I'll wait for everybody to come back in. I apologize, family. Appreciate you guys coming back in. What's up, friends? All right, so you got those. You got the three most high-end vehicles, okay? Then you want to go on your website, and you want to also check your pre-owned section. If you have 14s, 15s, and 16s of this particular brand, or if you don't, what your base model prices are. So now, when a customer calls in and they say, hey, I want to get a price on this, okay? As opposed to trying to deflect it, what you tell them is you have to educate them and inform them. So, hey, Brian, sir, I just want to get a price on blah, 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 particular vehicle. Excellent, sir. Well, I got the vehicles. I got a range in the price anywhere from 17 all the way up to 32.5. So to help us find the one that's going, be best suited for you and narrow it down, we just need to get a little bit of information from you. I mean, really, most of my customers that have gone online like you, looking for information, they typically want to be able to see it, put their hands on it, and get as much information as they can, so when they're ready to make their decision, they have it all. So I have an available slot this afternoon at 2 and one tomorrow morning at 10. Which one of those work best for you to come in and look at the vehicle and get some information? Okay? So if you notice, what I did is I gave them a range. Okay? Give them a range. Give them a range from whatever your internet price is on that particular model all the way up to whatever that highest price is. Now, here's what that does. By them asking us for a price and us giving them a range, A, we've satisfied what it is they asked us to do. B, we've also given them a fairly wide margin. And C, and we also educate them, hey, listen, in order for us to narrow it down, to find the one that's best suited for you, just need to get a little bit of information from you. Most people that go online looking for information on our website, just like you, said that before they made any decision, they at least wanted to see it, put their hands on it, and get any extra information so when they're ready to make their decision, they have it. So I have an available time slot this afternoon at 2 or one tomorrow morning at 10. Which one of those work best for you to come on in here so you can check the vehicle out and get any additional information that you want? Okay? Again, we answered the question. We gave them the range. And then we explained it to them. And anybody that has good adult sense, it makes sense, okay? And we let them know, hey, other people that went online just like you, they at least wanted to see it, put their hands on it, and get any extra information that they can to help them when they're ready to make their decision, okay? That's a big deal. But as opposed to us avoiding it and dodging it, same thing when somebody comes in a lot. They come in, hey, man, I'm looking for some prices on Grand Caravan or on a Chrysler 300 or on a Volkswagen Jetta. Excellent, man. Well, the good news is our Jettas, I have them ranging in price from 18 all the way up to 29.7. So to help us narrow it down to find the one that's best suited for you, all we need is a little bit of information. And most people that go on our website looking for information on the vehicle just like you have, they said that they at least wanted to see it, put their hands on it, and get as much information on it as they could, so when they're ready to make their decision, they have everything they need. So I have an available time this afternoon at 1 or tomorrow morning at 11. Which one of these work best for you? So what we've done, we explained, we gave them what they wanted. We gave them range. Then we explained how we have to narrow this thing down. Now, after that, we also let them know, hey, other people that went on the site just like you, they at least wanted to see it and put their hands on it and get as much information as they could. So when they're ready to make their decision, they have everything they need. So I have an available time this afternoon at 3 or 1 tomorrow morning at 11:30. Which one of these work best for you? Now, the reason why you give them, when you're talking to somebody on the phone and they're asking you for a price, that's a buying question, obviously. And the next step we want to do is get them inside. Most people are afraid to come inside. They don't want to do that. But when you let them know, hey, other people who went online looking for information just like you. When you do that, now you're associating, because as human beings, we all want to belong. That's why you have Christians, Jews, Catholics, Buddhists, you have Democrats, Republicans, libertarians, you have, you just name it. You have sports clubs, you have all types of stuff. We all want to associate, not to mention one of the most important teams that we all have, which is the family unit. So if you really think about it, from birth, we are brought up in a team atmosphere or associations and making decisions and getting our info from other people, family, friends, or whatnot. And if you pay attention, one of the biggest punishments of a human being is solitary confinement, unable to associate with other people. And so think about yourself. You ever heard of a movie coming out and you didn't go see it, but you asked somebody that you knew or who you respected, they told you the movie sucked and you didn't go do it because they said it. Or you didn't go to that restaurant because they said it. Or you went because it said it was good and you didn't like it at all. Or you went and it was good and they told you it was good. Either which way it is, okay? But you want to learn how to let people know, hey, it's okay. Others that went on there just like you, they at least wanted to see it, put their hands on it, and get as much info as they could to be able to help them out when they're ready to make their decision, okay? So I have an available time slot this afternoon at 2, or one tomorrow morning at 10. Now, by us giving the time slots of this afternoon at 2 or one tomorrow morning at 10, it lets this person know I am busy. When salesperson say, hey, so, when can you come in? Tomorrow. Excellent. I'll be here all day. There is no sense of urgency. And then the 6 levels of influence, scarcity and urgency, are 2 of the most powerful influences on decision making. And so by me giving them, hey, listen, I got available time this afternoon at 2 and one tomorrow at 10. A, it lets you know I'm busy. I'm not just somebody that's sitting around all day and you can come when you want. If you can come anytime you want, that does not create a sense of urgency. So I want you to know I'm busy. I have time slots. And if I give you these 2 options, and if neither one of those work best for you, guess what? And you know one is better. Now you have to tell me what the best time is. And when I have you verbalizing out loud what the best time is for you, well, Brian, neither one of those times work. The best time for me is going to be 1 o'clock tomorrow. Now, one thing you learn about getting somebody to verbally commit, this is why good salespeople practice what to say, great ones practice what to ask. When you can get a person to verbally commit something, the likelihood of them keeping that commitment is fairly strong. When you get somebody to verbally commit to something to or in front of someone else, it increases higher. And if you get somebody to verbally commit to and in front of somebody else and write it down, guess what? Through the roof, okay? So, hey, I got an available time this afternoon at 2 or tomorrow morning at 10. Which one works best for you? Well, what about tomorrow at 1? Excellent. And let me ask you this. Other than a natural disaster, are you confident that you'll be able to make our appointment tomorrow? Now, you may say, other than a natural disaster, but guess what? I want to ask you, other than a natural disaster, is there anything that will keep you from coming in and keeping our appointment tomorrow? Here's why, because my time is valuable. And I want you to understand that, because obviously if my time is valuable, that means I help a lot of people. And if I help a lot of people, guess what? That means I may be able to help you. It's kind of like if a family member was going to get a medical procedure. I doubt if you want to go deal with the doctor who has nobody waiting to deal with them so your people can get in and out. Or do you want them to deal with the doctor that has somewhat of a waiting line? Why? Because of the success rates of the other procedures they've done. And so we are customers, and people are the same way. If a person's going to buy a vehicle, they want to buy it from somebody who's helped a lot of other people and maybe one of the best in the building. And that should be you. But it's set up by the perception and the things that we say. Okay, so when we're talking about a customer wanting a price on the phone, that is a buying question. And so when we answer that, the next thing we want to do while we have that is go ahead and focus on tying it in. So customer calls, ring, hey, thank you for calling ABC dealership. This is Brian. What can I do to help you? Hey, Brian, I'm calling to get a price on the 2018 Chrysler 300. Excellent. Well, I got those ranging in price from $18,500 all the way up to $32,900. And so to help us narrow it down and find the one that's best suited for you, just need to ask a couple questions, get a little bit of information, and I'll get you everything you need to help you out. Matter of fact, most people that go on our website looking for information like you did told me that they wanted to see it and put their hands on it and get as much information as they could. So when they're ready to make their decision, they got everything they need. So I have an available time slot this afternoon at 1 or tomorrow morning at 11. Which one of these work best for you to come in? Tomorrow morning at 11. Excellent. Now, let me ask you, other than a natural disaster, are you confident that you'll be able to be at our appointment tomorrow? Now, the reason why I ask that is I want them to tell me, yes, other than a natural disaster, I'm confident I will be at our appointment tomorrow. Again, that verbal confirmation. Too many times as salespeople say, hey, you're going to come in tomorrow. One, we don't tie it down with a specific time. Two, once they say, yeah, I'll be in tomorrow, we say, well, great, thank you. I'll see you then. I'm going to ask you one more time. Other than a natural disaster, are you confident you'll make our appointment? Well, yes, I am. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. In the next few minutes, you're going to get a text, which will just be confirming what we just spoke about. I'm also going to shoot you an email. And in the email, it's going to be scheduled on the calendar. All you got to do is click it, and it can remind you. Because if you do use e-leads, guess what? From e-leads, you can go ahead and when you put it in there, schedule it, and shoot the invite to them. You can also do it on Google Calendars, as far as with your Gmail, and pretty much any other CRM system that you're using, okay? So when somebody calls in asking a buying question about price, one, stop avoiding it. Answer it by giving them the range. Listen, good news, I got them ranging the price from $17.5 all the way up to $43.9. So to help us find the one that's going to work best for you, just need to ask you a couple of questions, and I'll get you all the information that you need. As a matter of fact, most people that go on our website looking for information just like you did, they said they typically wanted to see it, put their hands on it, and get any extra information that they needed to help them with their decision. So I have an available time this afternoon at 3 or one tomorrow morning at 9. Which one of these work best for you? Okay, this afternoon at 3? Excellent. Now let me ask you, other than a natural disaster, are you confident that you'll be able to make this 3 o'clock appointment? Great. Well, in the next couple of minutes, you're going to get a text message just confirming what we spoke about. I'm also going to go ahead and put this on my calendar and my schedule, and I'm going to shoot it over to you so you have it on yours. All right? Well, listen, thanks for giving the call. I'll have the vehicle, have everything ready for you and I to check it out, and I'll see you at 3. Excellent. Boom. And you're done. Okay? Try it. It's a pattern interrupt. And what a pattern interrupt is when people call, they're expecting the resistance on getting the price. But you don't have to do that. Why? How can we expect them to give us anything and we're unwilling to give them a small thing, which is really a big thing? You know, why would I want to come into your store and deal with you if you didn't want to do the simple thing that I asked you for? The simple thing that I asked you for. Okay, so if we're really customer focused, we really are, then let's focus more on how we can give. The more things we can give to this person prior to us asking them for anything, when we do ask them for something, it'll increase the likelihood of us getting it. And it's called the law of reciprocity. Reciprocity, reciprocity. Study reciprocity. Every person that's in the sales profession that is performing at a high rate understand the law of reciprocity. So you got man-made laws, and then you do have universal laws. And whether anybody believes in that or thinks it's hocus pocus is irrelevant to me. All I know is whatever this power is that with it, I cannot fail. And without it, I cannot succeed. So understand the law of reciprocity. But when these people ask you, give them a range. And after you give them a range, let them know other people who have gone on the website looking for information just like them wanted to see the vehicle and put their hands on it and get any extra information that they could. So when they're ready to make their decision, they had everything they need. And I have available time this afternoon at 1 or tomorrow morning at 10. Which one of these work best for you so you can come in, take a look at it, and get any information that you need? And if you notice, it's all about information. I didn't say the word buy at all. I didn't say anything about selling. Nothing. It's all about information. Because think about it. Before a person makes a buying decision, don't they need the information? And we so focused on selling. What the hell are we selling? If they don't know, they need the information so they can make the decision. And if we think that just because we're talking and telling them the information, that does something, think about this. And do me a favor, hit me a like, or if you vibe with what I'm about to say, hit the number 7. I'm gonna share something with you. And if you really agree with this, I want you to hit number 7. Hit number 7 with me, as far as with us giving these folks what they want, okay? Asking people to do something for us without us being willing to do something for them is a back and forth tussle in which we as these salespeople lose, because they can take their money and their credit and go anywhere that they want, okay? Shoot me a 7 if you vibing what I'm saying. So if they call in, give them that. Give them that range, okay? But then after you give them that range, let them know how others have felt and what others did. And then let them know, hey, I have an available time for you. When can you get in? Which one of those? And if neither one of these work, they'll give you one, all right? Guys, the name of the game, and I know y'all out here grinding, but I share with people all the time that selling really is easy when you know how to do it. It really is. And like I was getting started saying earlier, we just want to rush, and sell. When at the end of the day, we need to slow down, because here's the reality. Those people that we talking to, we have no idea of what their education level is. They can have a 6th grade education, 8th grade, 12th grade, a little bit of college, master's degree, a PhD. And so when we're just sitting there talking, we really believe these folks are comprehending what we say. But people learn in different ways. Some people are visual, which means that when you show them a number sheet or a pencil, they can see it, they get it. Others are auditory, where you're showing them the pencil, but they have to see it, to be able to really grasp it. Others have to see it, hear it, and you need to break it down. Now, by me not knowing the intelligence level of this person that just came in today, because I've only known them for an hour and a half, and even with that, how much can I really dive into their intelligence level? I have to incorporate every method of communication that I can. So when I'm presenting numbers to them, or when I'm speaking with them, I'm using my hands, and I'm writing. So it's like when you present numbers to somebody, you present them with the pencil, show them what the price is. They may object to the price immediately. You know what? Hey, listen, I understand. I totally get what you feel. And if I was in your shoes, I would probably feel the same exact way. But I know we spoke about what you get on this particular vehicle, but let me share with you what you get with it. Flip that sheet of paper over, and that's where you write down, one of the first things you get is you're going to get our 3-year, 36,000 mile basic limited warranty. Right, 3-year, 36K basic lim war, and that's WARR. Set that pencil down. Now, what that means is that under our basic limited warranty for the next 3 years or 36 months, if anything goes out in that vehicle, with the exception of the tires, that means that the windows stop working, the radio goes out, the power windows or the power locks start acting crazy. You call me, you text me, or you email me. I'm going to get that vehicle brought in here, and we're going to get everything fixed within that vehicle. Anything defective interior or under that hood that is from a manufacturer's part, you don't have to worry about any labor, any repair costs. We take care of that 100% for you. As a matter of fact, also included for the first 12 months of 12,000 miles, if your brake pads go out, and most people have no idea, or I never even offered this. If your brake pads go out within the next year, you call me, you text me, you email me. If you're pushing in and it's not stopping the way you want, I'll get it in here, and our technicians are going to get it taken care of for you for no expense out of pocket at all for you. Also, for the next 12 months of 12,000 miles, if your windshield wiper blades get a little dull, as a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'm going to schedule it in the next 8 months. I'm going to give you a call or shoot you an email for you to bring it in, and let me go ahead and swap those blades out for you, absolutely free. But what also you get, this is where you pick the pen back up, is our 5-year, 60K, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. Now, you may know what a powertrain warranty is, but I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't share it with you. What that means is that under that powertrain warranty, as far as your engine, if anything goes defective in your engine, and that's the block, the heads, the gaskets, the seals, any of the internal lubricating parts, you call me, you text me, or you email me. I'll get that vehicle brought in here, and our technicians are going to go to work, get it fixed, and get you back up on the road as soon as possible. And you know how expensive it can be to get an engine repaired or replaced in today's market. So luckily for you, for the next 5 years, you don't have to worry about that, because I'll get it taken care of. But also, if your transmission starts acting funny, if you're accelerating, going through cycles, and you're hesitating, if you're shifting gears and it's giving you an issue, don't waste time. Call me, text me, or you email me. Let me get that vehicle in here. We're going to get that transmission fixed, okay? And that's the axle, the assembly, the case, all the internal lubricating parts of that transmission are all covered, and we're going to get it fixed for you. All you got to do is call me. But on top of that, you have a drivetrain, that warranty in that powertrain. Now, you may know what a drivetrain is, and that's your front wheel drive, your rear wheel drive, your all-wheel drive, or your four-wheel drive. So in the event that you're out with some friends in some rough terrain, you hit a log or a ditch, and your drivetrain goes kaput, all you have to do is call me or email me or text me, okay? I'll have our technicians go to work. We'll get your drivetrain fixed, put you in a loaner car, and get you back up on the road. Now, also included with that, for the next 3 years, you get our 24-hour, 7-day-a-week roadside assistance. So if you got AAA or you're paying for it through your cell phone, cancel that. Keep that money in your pocket where it should be. Because if you or anybody in your family is driving this vehicle, they run out of gas, they get a flat, or if the vehicle just goes out, You call me or I'll get one of our guys to come out there, put gas in the car, help you change the tire. And if the vehicle has to be taken to a shop, to a store, no matter where you are in the United States, from Alaska all the way over to California, if your vehicle breaks down, I will get it towed to the nearest Chrysler dealership absolutely free. No worries, no concern for you or anybody else in your family that will be driving this vehicle. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the warranties, but when we're talking about things with these folks, we're making it big. And you're writing it out like that. The roadside assistant, 3 year, blah 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 miles, road 24/7 roadside assistant. Put that pen down and explain it. How many reps I meet that don't know what the warranty packages is? I say, well, what's the basic warranties that come on the vehicle? They say a 3 year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper. That's a lie. The bumpers aren't even covered. Somebody in the automotive sales game started that crap years ago, because I used to say it too. 36,000 mile bumper to bumper versus the way I described the 3 year, 36,000 mile basic limited warranty, and then I go through the spiel. Now listen to the 36,000 mile bumper to bumper and then listen to my explanation. Now, if I'm selling and another person is selling to the same person, or should I say helping them buy the same person, who do you think is going to build more value as they go through what they get? Me. And therefore, the more value I build, the more justified the person will feel as far as making that investment at MSRP or as close to it as possible. The person that minimized it, man, this person gonna feel like they got to get this thing discounted to feel like they're getting something. They feel like they're just giving away money. They're not getting anything in return. And now then we minimize that. You get a 3 year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper. You get a 5 year, 60,000 mile powertrain. Remember something, y'all. Before you started at the dealership, did you even know what a powertrain was? I know before I started, I knew what Soul Train was. I had no idea what a powertrain was. So if sales reps in the dealership, and you'd be amazed how many of them don't, excuse that phone call. If sales reps in the dealership have no idea what a powertrain is or what's included in it, how in the hell can John Q. Public know? And do you know how big that is to tell somebody that if their engine goes out, and that's the block, the heads, the seals, the gaskets, any internal lubricated parts, if anything goes out, all the repair costs are covered by us. And you know how expensive it can be to get an engine repaired or replaced in today's market, don't you? Right. You got to learn how to get that head movement going. Exactly. So I'm building value in real cost saving. This isn't bullshit. This isn't some hocus pocus. This is real. And so the reason why so many people buck on price and want you to drop it is because they don't feel like they're getting anything. And so now we send them in there to the business manager, which is the finance manager. And I don't know why people still call him a finance manager, but we send them in there with the business manager, right? And so the business manager, who's only doing what they're supposed to do, which is to offer extended protections. The customer goes in there, the business manager starts trying to sell them extended coverage. They feel like, oh, here we go again, the dealership trying to get me. They're trying to sell me this bull crap I don't need. I always wonder why we all felt like the dealership always trying to get us. They're always trying to sell us this extra stuff. It's because our initial product specialist never told us what we got. And so why the hell am I extend the bumper to bumper? I don't care about them bumpers. Think about how many customers think a 36,000 mile bumper to bumper means that the bumpers are protected. Now you may say, Brian, that's stupid. But remember, we don't know these people education level. And don't assume, because you know what assuming does. We both know. Don't assume. Man, I don't give a damn. I wouldn't care if you told me you went to 10 dealerships. You never came to mine. And I don't give a crap if you saw turn signal lights on the side mirror of a vehicle 10,000 times. You never saw it from me, so get ready for 10,001. You know what I'm saying? You saw the rest, now they about to see the best. Doesn't matter what it is. I assume this is the first time they ever seen it, heard about it, and if I'm truly focused on helping my customer, and I'm truly committed to doing everything I can to make sure that I can generate as much income as possible, I'd rather over-deliver than under-deliver any day of the week. By over and delivering, it's easier for them to justify their investment. When you under deliver, man, you almost got to give it away. And there's nothing more embarrassing as a sales rep than to beg a customer to take something that you already losing on. And then to go beat our chest and act like we closed the deal. You didn't close the deal. They closed you. You gave it away. Anybody can do that. But only a real pro can get someone to be willing to buy and to do it where the individual that's helping to buy is able to be compensated and the person is able to get what they want. That's a real pro. Giving shit away and not making money. It don't matter if a person, I know guys that got 15, 20 deals a month and barely cracking $5,000. Then I know other ones who may be doing 12, but see $6,000, $7,000 every month because they get meat on the bone. Now, if you have it where you got unit and commission, you get commissions and unit bonuses, it's the best of both worlds for you. But I'm kind of getting off tangent a little bit. So it's all about, when they're asking about that price, give them the range. Right after you give them the range, explain to them how others felt. Once you explain to them what others done, set it up for them to come in, invite them in. Once you set that up to invite them in, confirm that other than a natural disaster, that they're going to be there. Once they come in, man, no matter, since you talk to them, it don't matter. Still sit these people down. It's all about, you're not bringing them in to sit them down to more so go through each and every aspect of that vehicle. You're bringing them in to sit them down to let them know that, hey, I'm different from everybody else. I genuinely want to help you solve your transportation problem. So the purpose of us sitting down and speaking is, yes, for me to ask questions, yes, for me to learn who they are, but also to show you I truly give a shit about genuinely helping you make a smart, safe buying decision. Okay? And if you know that's your commitment, you can't guarantee that anybody else, either in your store or outside your store, isn't willing to take advantage of these people. So if you're not doing everything you can to help these people, man, then get out the game. Because people say, I don't want to be too pushy. There's a difference between pushy and persistence. I know that there's sharks in the water, and I'm not being pushy. If you're still sitting in front of me, you damn straight I'm going to be persistent. Damn straight. I am a sales professional. It is my responsibility to educate people on why and how they should and could make this smart, safe buying decision. Not to allow them to sell me on why they can't and why we just wasted 2 or 3 hours together that I'll never get back. My time is very valuable, as is yours. All right? So, just wanted to jump on here real quick, share some things with y'all. I got some of the team I got to work with. I just said, let me get at my peeps. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you haven't registered already, make sure you register for my upcoming webinar where I go over the 3 ways to sell cars using social media. Think about the fact that you watch my stuff. Some of you downloaded, a lot of you have bought, many of you have been through a lot of my trainings. So does it work? Obviously. So come check it out. Register for the event. I got some real cool stuff that I give you that you'll have access to once you register for the event. Please do so. What's up, Carrie? I saw you called me. So just so you know, I'm really working. I'm really working. That's my lady out there in Kia in Jacksonville. That's my real friend. So, all right. What's up, Roy? All right, folks. So, hey, appreciate it. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it, man. So, if you haven't already registered for the webinar, check out the stuff we got up there. It's on April the 16th. This isn't some, hey, you just do Facebook posts. I am going in depth to give you the actual everything that I use and other people use that are driving 15, 20, 25 deals into the store every month. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. Thank you. She said she let me slide, y'all. I know y'all saw that. But other than that, folks, hopefully, you liked it. Like this video. Let's share it. I mean, we got to do everything we can to get as much good information out, because if other people in our industry are out screwing it up and not doing it right, it only makes it harder for us. So why not share it with our team members? I go to stores and I have people that have had their whole teams and management watching these videos. If you agree with them and you like them and you feel like they help you, if they help your team members and they're selling better, guess what? That's more money coming in, more marketing being provided, more spiffs being given. So it really is you taking the bull by the horns, being the leader that you are, and helping other people on your team get to where they are. And that's serious reciprocity and good vibes that you're putting out there. All right, so salute to you folks as always. I love my friends. I'm happy to see you guys, and be on the lookout. But April the 16th, I want to see you there. And I know all y'all on there: the Johnsons, the Shawns, the Carries, Roy. My man. Hold on, I don't want to forget anybody. William, and everybody else that's going to be watching this later on as it's going on. I don't want to get the naming names because somebody going to say, well, Brian, man, I met you 2 years ago and you forgot me. I got love for everybody, so let's go get it, man. I'll see y'all on the webinar or on the next live I go. All right. Hope it helps y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Yo.